They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat, to the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Well, we're going to pick a fine Dunmer name this time around. Let's do... Let's go Faros. Yeah.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
All right. Well, welcome in, guys. I can't wait anymore. We're going to go ahead and get this party started with a Poison Song character a little bit early. So please note, for those that are watching, there will be spoilers as to the upcoming Poison Song content.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Imperials are so rude, man. Rude ass people. So we're being forced into Morrowind, Vardenfell district. We'll do what the Empire wants for now. And then we'll be on our merry way, hopefully, to rekindle our connection with our ancestors. But I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I should have a refrigerator being delivered by about anywhere from 2 to 6. So I'll probably go after 2. But we play a little bit, at least get this character established. And this is going to be the character we'll be rolling with all the way through until I get bored with it, I guess. And the reason for that, the reason I'm starting early, even though Poison Song is imminent, a couple reasons. The first is that I can't update the indev file anymore. And the reason I can't do that is because if I update it again, I'm going to screw the death and taxes content. And I've got an Imperial character I'm playing on the side on my own that'll completely screw that character over, and I'm deep with that character right now. Number one. So I can't update the in-dev file anymore. The second reason is for all intents and purposes, the character I wanted to play with Poison Song, which is a Temple Endorial character, for all intents and purposes, for my character, the mod is done. The mod's complete. So we're just going to get into this. Now, there is a really long load time on my game just for this first opening, because it's loading the entire world, basically. And when you see how big the modded Morrowind world with Tamriel rebuilt and the side projects, the projects Tamriel side projects are, you'll understand. But it shouldn't be that bad from here on out. But all right, here we are.
This is where they want you. Head down to the
Port
dock.
Sound of Satan-Neen. We are here again. All right.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Yeah, well, we're done. We made peace with that. Since we're going to play an Endorial. To me, they accept other, people, but I don't know. It seems weird to me to play an Endorial Temple character and not be a Dunmer, you know? So let's get, a nice, noble look to us. I like that. I like the beard. I like a little bit of a facial tattoo there. And I like the red hairbands, man. That looks very Endorial to me. Let's do that.
I'd say welcome home, but from your accent I can tell you weren't born here. Well,
Same to you.
native soon enough.
Let's get this party started, man.
Yes, we've been expecting
Hello,
you.
Social
But
Shiz.
you'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
We are going to fill out those babies ourselves. Let's do, because we need it, personality, willpower. We're going to take Longblade. We're going to take Blunt Weapon. We're going to take Block. Medium Armor. And Mysticism for our major skills. Couple of weapon skills that the Endorial use. Block, medium armor, and an armor, a blocking, and magic. I think that sets us up for a pretty good martial character, honestly. Now, the other thing I want to do is this, since this is going to be a Temple Endorial character, bear with me real quick, guys. I'm going to just check to see what the Temple skills are, because I don't remember off the top of my head. And we'll fill in some of their skills for minors. So they have Alchemy, Blunt Weapon, Conjuration, Mysticism, Restoration, and Unarmored. So let's take Restoration. I think we can take Restoration. We'll take Athletics, because that's always good to have. I don't want to. Let's see. So we'll do Restoration. Or let's do the Speechcraft skill, since there's some talking in-house in Laurel. We'll do Speechcraft. Let's do Armor. Let's do Restoration. Pair that down here with Mysticism. Down here, I'm weird that way, so We'll put armor down here with our armor skill. Just cross that compatibility. Then we can put athletics here. Speechcraft, and that leaves one skill left for a Temple Endorial style character. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's do alchemy, because I don't really see anything else that I care about. Let's see here. Yeah. We'll do alchemy there. Alchemy's good to have just so you can see ingredients. Like, even if you don't ever make a potion, it's in alchemy's a crack skill, so I typically try to avoid it for role plays, but for this particular purpose, yeah. And we will call ourselves a Seneschal on this playthrough. Seneschal. I think that looks good, man.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Can only be one for a temple-minded character, and that's the rituals. In particular, we're going to take the Ritual of Secunda, which gives us another magical boost, fortifies our willpower, and fortifies our personality, and gives us some pretty awesome powers. Divine Radiance is fantastic in a pinch, and Illumine is a cheap restoration spell that is a nice recovery spell in between combat. So we're going to take that one.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
I'd say we're not looking too bad right now. That's not too bad for a starter. Now let's see if we can keep this and make it better even.
Show your papers to the captain.
Yeah, 76 starting Magicka is solid. Absolutely solid.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celisgravius.
And bear with me real quick, we got to do some sound balancing here. There we go. That way the music's not overpowering things. Alright. You didn't see this, we're going to do some quick disables. Only 2 in the whole game. I'm pretty proud of that, with the mod list as extensive as what I have. Alright, we're in Endorial, so stealing is beneath us, so we're not going to steal anything. We're going to make our way in the world. Make sure our map works. Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, yeah. Now, our primary factions, we're going to have 3. We're going to have Temple. We're going to have House Endorial, and we're going to have Fighters Guild. Those are going to be our 3 factions. The reason for that is those are the only factions that House Endorial is friendly with. And Redoran, but you can't join Redoran. And then, of course, the Ordinators as well. So we're only taking that ring because we have to. Okay, so for release by Emperor Uriel Septim the Seventh's decree to the district of Vardenfell in the province of Morrowind. Name Teldrin Varos, race Dunmer, class Seneschal. Signed Soshushia Sergala, agent of Satanine Imperial Census and Exus, 16th of last seed, year of 427. Oh, before I get off too far here, I got to check to make sure everything. Yep, okay, yep, that's looking good. We got Markarth release, and that's looking good too for Cyrodiil. Okay, sky's the limit on this character. We got some vacation spots.
Your papers, please.
First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celis Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. So your background's not important, eh? Yes, I am Celis Gravius, and Knight Errant of the Imperial Legion. You need not concern yourself with anything beyond that. Well, tell me about my homeland. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are free. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. So pay careful attention. Uriel Septim, huh? Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy. Let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Yes, of course this is the Empire. This is Vardenfell district in the province of Morrowind. And Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. The current Emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The men said you were acting a little strange when they brought you up from the ship. No, I'm fine, so just tell me what we need to do then. The package came with news of your release. You are to take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal in your name. So, Caius, huh? Report to Caius Cosades in Balmora. I can't tell you where to find him, but you are to go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him. Okay. Balmora?
Oh, the things you could do with her tail.
Don't be a perv. Just tell me what I need to do with Balmora. Ah, yes, well, Balmora is north of Saint Denis. The road passes Pelasian Village and Fort Pelasian, crosses a deep ravine, passes a Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is in the southeast Balmora, on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Alone the Scout in Aril's Trade House here in Saint Denis. But take my advice. You're new here. Take the Siltstrider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east. You can't miss it. Alrighty, well, I think we're good here. I don't think we need to know too much about Saint Denis, but I guess we can ask real quick. I was here at the founding of this settlement, and we had high hopes for its future. However, its growth languished, and only our garrisons of legionnaires spare Saint Denis from the fate of other small villages along the bitter coast, that of a smuggler's haven. I have urged a legion fort be erected here. Once tradesmen recognize that their businesses are protected and the prospect of the town's expansion assured, we will see the arrival of new services capable of fulfilling Saint Denis' future. All right, well, thank you. All right. Let's take a look here. Now, we don't have a lot to work with here for this kind of a character, but we'll take a look and we'll make a decision here. So Tracker is always pretty good. Gets you more speed when you're in the wilderness. It's kind of a good passive skill. Street Urchin would be terrible for our character. Here's another passive thing that just gives you really, really good luck at night. Like, that can be really good for, like, thief skills. Small frame, don't want to trade the agility for strength. Vulnerability to blight, no, we're good to that. We start limited to 20 personality, would kill our fucking character, and that would be the worst. That would be ridiculous. That would be a ridiculous background for a fucking Endorial character. Let's see, we can go lucky. No. Bully is strength for intelligence. We might be able to do some. That might be a good trade. Let me check the temple skills again real quick. That might end up being a decent trade for us. What are temple? Oh no, it's not, because temple skills are intelligence. So we need intelligence for the temple. It's intelligence and personality. Fuck. Okay, well, that's off the table then. Yeah, brood is the opposite. Bookworm, no, negative. Yeah, we don't want that. Don't want that. Apprentice to shopkeeper, minus 10%. We don't want that. This is not bad trade-off, but I really don't want to hit agility. So none of these are really good, so we're just going to go with a passive like Tracker. That just gives us plus 10 speed in the wilderness, and we get a 100 points detect animal ability, which is fucking useless damn near, but except for a couple of quests. But we'll go with Tracker. We'll just do no harm with that one, essentially. Next up, we have to select a lineage. So let's take a look and see what we got here. So if we go pure Dunmer, let's start there. So we get a bonus to strength and intelligence, but we lose willpower and personality, and we really can't afford to do that. And we aren't from Morrowind, so we can kind of play around with this. That hits agility, which I really don't want to do. Half Breton is going to hit strength and agility, and speed, and endurance. So that sucks. If we go half Altmer, we get more Magicka, and we get more intelligence, and we lose 5 strength, and we have a weakness to magic of 50%. We could do that. The other one possibility is Nord, but we lose intelligence and agility. Redguard hits our personality 5 and our willpower 10, which I don't necessarily like. Hey, what's going on, Pyritosis? What's up, man? Not too much, just making a tough decision here. Let's look at some of the tribes. I know there were some tribes, some man tribes in Morrowind. That's Black Marsh. Another long day in paradise. Yeah, sarcasm, right? Western Morrowind, okay. Spell absorption 5%, but negative 15 personality is dog shit. Absolutely not. That's terrible. Man, that's bad. Resist now, there's a good one right there, guys. There's a need. Man tribe inhabiting Tamriel in the early eras, and there's even some Nedic burials in Morrowind, so that works really well. We get 25% resist magicka with a weakness to fire 25%, so instead of having 75% resist fire, we get 25% as a Dunmer, but we also trade that off with a resistance to all magicka. I'll take that, and then we still have strong fire resistance, and it's not fucking with our stats any harder than we have to. So let's go with that one. Okay. Now we're going to look at culture. And we are stuck with just a few cultures here. We've got the Endorial culture, so we have to pick one of these. So we can be the progressive faction, the Cheze, or we can be the Chevaram, which is the more conservative faction, right? So let's look at these skills and see what is what here. So Chevaram gives us bonuses to restoration, check. Medium armor, check. Blunt weapon, check. Mysticism, check. Willpower and personality, but we're going to get penalized for athletics, destruction, light armor, long blade, marksman, short blade, intelligence, and speed. Chevrom's pretty good for us. Cheze is going to give us restoration, check. Mysticism, check. Long blade, check. Block, check. Medium armor, check. Personality, check. A strength bonus, which is good. And we get penalized for athletics, destruction, light armor, blunt weapon, marksman, short blade, willpower, and agility. I think we can take that trade-off, and we get a lot of good shit for that. That's everything. So this is everything but blunt weapon, which we take a hit to. And athletics, which we're going to build that. That'll build itself. And this we take a hit to long blade. So I'll tell you what. We're going to take the hit to long blade here. And let me tell you guys why. The Dunmer already gets a bonus to long blade, so I lose that bonus, but it also rounds out my blunt weapon skill. So we're going to go with Chevron. And that also folds into being like a temple zealot and stuff too, because they're the more conservative. So it works with the character too. So we'll hit that. Okay. Next up, belief. And again, we are very limited to what we can do here. It's Vivek, Almalexia, or Assault the Seals, motherfuckers. So bonus to attack and luck for Vivek, which is really good. Almalexia gives us endurance and resist paralysis. Again, pretty good. Sothasil plus intelligence and enchant, which is dog shit for us. So we're going to go with Vivek. Tanamex, what's up, buddy? A new stream, yes, finally. And not only a new stream, like a new long-term stream. Like we're going all the way with, we're going pretty far with this one until I get bored. Because I'm not updating any further until there's some patches made for Death and Taxes. And that's probably going to be a couple months after the actual Poison Song happens. So, yeah, we're moving forward. This is basically early Poison Song, gentlemen. We are playing early Poison Song with this character. Let's go with Vivek, because basically +5 luck helps with everything, and +5 attack is always good. Especially considering how low some of our stats for weapons are going to be with this character. So we're going to worship Vivek. And let's look at the damage. So, ooh, yeah. So, blunt weapon 40. Long blade 35. Thank God for that +5 to attack for now. Block 35. Medium armor 45. Mysticism 40. Spear. Oh, fuck. I fucked the character up. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I didn't take athletics, which is, again, fine, because athletics, we're going to be slow motherfuckers starting out, but there's no need to reset. We're gonna go with that, but I did not mean to take fucking spear. Oh, shit. That was supposed to be athletics, but if there was one skill to get swapped out, athletics is the one. But shit, that's going to stick in my craw. But alright, okay, alright. I can work with that. What's going on, Stoney? Okay. And spear works into like the temple build. I can maybe sometimes use that instead of my two-handed longsword.
Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day.
Yeah, I hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. Yeah, Imperials are always up to no good. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it a week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring. Family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Yeah, it's right here, man. You found it! Amazing! Thank you! Thank you! You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Eril, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. Tell me about yourself, man. You're not the first to wonder what this Bosmer is doing in Morrowind. Some mornings I wake up hoping it was a dream, and then I step outside. Before I had a pretty good life in Cyrodiil, and then I got into some trouble. It was nothing that I did, just some shady character that had formed a dislike of me for no better reason than the amusement of having someone to intimidate. I am not ashamed to admit I was afraid, and when the opportunity came along to leave, I acted, perhaps a bit impulsively. Vardenfell sounded like the perfect place to start over. I had just been open to settlers. No one would know me or think to look for me there. So I was being questioned at the head Imperial over at the Census and Nexus office. I must have answered some of the questions wrong because I was immediately searched by one of the guards. I don't know what they're looking for, but every couple of days it's the same thing over and over again. Seems like trouble follows me wherever I go. That sucks,
Keep
buddy.
moving.
Sorry to hear that. Beautiful, though.
An honor, to be sure.
Welcome to Ariel's Trade House. I'm Ariel, publican and proprietor. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here, so if you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice, free to new customers, just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or our most popular scrolls? This is making me want to play Morrowind. Been playing EQ. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Some good stuff here. So we need a blunt... We're going to rock the Claymore and the Mace in classic Crusader fashion. And a shield. And he's not going to barter down to 87, so we might not be doing that at all. Let's try. Nope. Alright, well, we'll drop the Claymore and we'll just keep the blunt weapon for now. Nope, he's not going to budge even off that. Jesus, dude. What are you doing, Ariel? That was literally the price you gave me, man. Wow. Okay, dude. I guess. $52 left. Okay. Nope. Nope. All right, he's like, fuck you, I'm not going to help you. No. No armor for you.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I do not recall seeing you before. Is this your first visit to Saint Denis? Yes, I only just arrived in Vardenfell. Then permit me to welcome you to our town. How long do you plan to stay among us? Not long. Any secrets? You know, Aurel's most popular potions and scrolls are the most popular because they're the only potions and scrolls that he stocks. I think he got a bulk discount somewhere and has been slowly selling off the inventory ever since. My cousin claimed he saw a city in the water near Narmak. He's a fisherman and a drunkard, though and probably spends too much time in the sun. Well, tell me about your town, man. It wasn't always like this. Before the Imperials came, there was just a few of us, managing on our own and doing just fine. I do not see the Imperials have done much to improve life here. I get that. So we need to speak to somebody named Ariel.
You look like you could
May
use
the
a friend,
wind be on your
Outlander.
back.
Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold.
Let's talk. That's right. See, I had a bad run of playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally, I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them have been holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up light the past couple weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding space. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Yeah, I know the little fetcher's got it somewhere in town, just not sure where yet. I've already gone through his whole house, so I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it? No, thank you, sir. No? Well, I'll find someone else then. Yeah, we've had about enough of you.
What's your story?
Please, have a look around.
Well, you're who I'm looking for alone. Go ahead. You're not interrupting anything. I'm alone. Scout. Do you need directions to a specific place? Pelagiat, Balmora, Caldera, Ebonheart, Vivek? We're heading to Balmora first. Just drop some stuff off. Balmora is the district seat of House Halalu and the largest settlement in Vardenfell after Vivek City. Good roads lead north from here to Balmora, passing through Fort Pelagian and Pelagian Village. From Balmora, roads lead north to Aldrune through the Road of Caldera. Maybe I'd better write down the directions to Balmora for you. It's a long walk and a little confusing. Appreciate that. Any latest rumors you have around here? At first, it seemed the fuss about the Nerevarine prophecy was just silly superstition. Then I learned that the Dunmer had been waiting for Lord Nerevar to come back for centuries. The Incarnate, they call it. Every few years an Ashlander appears, and the tribes call him the Incarnate. Then the temple goes out, hunts him down, and reveals him as a fake. Why does the temple worry about it so much? And Satanin? Most immigrants on the island arrive through the port of Satanin and get processed by the Imperial Office of Census and Excess Agents. The Imperial ships that patrol the inner sea to suppress smuggling sometimes dock here. The lighthouse is the beacon for mariners and smugglers alike. The lighthouse keeper, Thavera Vadrano, is a good friend of mine. Okay. Well, I think we're all set then.
Yes, Outlander. What is this about?
Keep moving.
Alrighty. Let's hop to it,
You
guys.
have my attention.
Haven't seen your face before. Would you like a little advice, or were you looking for someone in particular? I'll take a little advice. You seem pretty self-reliant, so perhaps you don't need such advice. It is wise to have as much knowledge about a place before risking a journey there. I wish we knew exactly what we were getting into before moving my family to Satanin. There's a Red Guard scout who regularly over at Aril's trade house. Alone is rather secretive, but I think she is very knowledgeable about the region. She might be a good person to ask. Yeah, I already talked to Alone, so we're good there. And someone in particular? Aril has been a good friend and very supportive throughout my ordeal. He's also the proprietor of Aril's trade house, the only source of general goods in this town, so he's a good friend to have. And you tell me about Satanin. I confess when I first arrived with my family, I was rather impressed and optimistic for the future, but now it feels like a prison to me. Perhaps I cannot be objective. It is my life that has changed, not the town. In fact, Satanin has not changed at all. Maybe if more people were settling here, my husband would not have left in search of other opportunities. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Any rumors? No, just the Nerevarine rumor. A little secret, not comfortable giving the details of my life. Okay, I understand. We're going to head off then. I always want to play Morrowind, though, guys. Like, that is always the case for me. It's just finding the time anymore. right, leaving Saint Denis, let's take a look and see what we've got going on, because we've got a lot of documents now. You have been given these directions and a package of documents. Do not show them to anyone. Do not attempt to read the documents in the package. The package has been sealed and your tampering will be discovered and punished. Follow these directions. Proceed to the town of Balmora in Vardenfeld district. Report to a man named Caius Cosades. He will be your superior and patron. You will follow his orders. His residence is not known, but ask at the corner club called Southwall. People there will know where to find Caius Cosades. When you report to him, deliver the package of documents and wait for further orders. Remember, you owe your life and freedom to the Emperor. Serve him well, and you will be rewarded. Betray him, and you will suffer the fate of all traitors. I have the honor to prepare this at the direction of His Most Sovereign Majesty, the Emperor Uriel Septim. Glabrio Belenius, personal secretary to the Emperor himself. Alrighty, so we need to leave the village by the North Bridge, follow the road east, past the Siltstrider port. The road will head northeast to a ridge and intersect north-southeast road. Turn left northwest past the village of Pelagian to your right. The village continues north and swings northeast and reaches a four-way intersection. So there's where we start. Okay. You. Should be no rats along the road. It's unsanitary. What's your character's race class? So yeah, if you missed that, we're playing a Dunmer Seneschal. Basically, this is an Endorial character. We're going to be joining House Endorial and the Temple and the Fighters Guild on this playthrough. And then we might do some of the main quest as things move forward in... But the main purpose of this playthrough is going to be a House Endorial playthrough on the mainland. We're just kind of getting started here, but I fucked up. Spear should not have been there. That should have been Athletics. So I fucked up there. But everything else is right. And we're pretty middle of the road right here. Not too much to brag about yet in the stats department, but we'll be changing that. We'll be changing that shortly. For sure. I mean, we're like your typical Temple Knight style playthrough. So there's Pelagian. And we're on the lookout for a four-way intersection. So this is a two-way here.
Begging your pardon. Have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him.
Oh, God, you. I've not. Tell me about yourself, though. You're a noble. Okay. All right. Well, where's the bandit? Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business. Suddenly, a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. Okay. So you want your jewels back. What's that? Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name? Nelos. Nelos Anmar. A name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him for me. Please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you please not help me for the sake of love? Sure. You'll try? Thank you, so. I'm sure you'll be able to find him. He mentioned something about having to head south, so I imagine he might be found in Pelagian. Please, if you find him, give him this glove for me as a token of my love. I'm certain he will want to find me again. Lady, you are fucking our timeline up. So Pelagians, or gives us a reason to head back to town, I guess. Yeah, Wicked. Yeah, it's going to be a good play. It's going to be a good time, I think. I'm excited.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Well, that's good to hear. You're a rogue, huh? Nelos Anmar? Nelos? I've seen him around here. Quiet man, keeps to himself. Not too sure what he does, actually. Other folks might know more than I do, though. Might check the tavern. They get all sorts of folks there.
May the wind be on your back.
What's your question, stranger? Can I help you find your way around Pelagian? Tell me about it. The Empire built a little fort here to guard the roads between Vivec, Satanine, Balmora, and points north. And then some veterans took their mustering out pay and built themselves some little farms here. And pretty soon there's a few shops and a trade house. It's a pleasant little village. If you didn't know any better, you'd think you were in Daggerfall or some other high rock town. I appreciate that, man.
Keep moving.
Good to meet you.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Yeah, looking for Nelos? He's here in the tavern somewhere. Check by the bar. Ah, there's Mr. Nelos.
I'm Dralasa Ramothran, publican of the Halfway Tavern here in Pelagia. I expect you'll be wanting one of our beds, or perhaps a glass of mulled shame before you turn in.
Ah, just checking for Nelos. Yep, he's over by the bar. And at this time, we might have to get a room this late.
Masera.
Welcome, Outlander. What brings you to Pelagian? Can I help you find a specific place? You Nelos? I am Nelos. What do you want? A glove. Here's a glove. You have what? How odd. She was a lovely young woman, but what would she want with a rogue like me? She is beautiful, though, and seems sweet. For the first time in my life, I actually felt a little remorse for robbing someone. You shitbag. I should see her again. Here, take this. Tell her you have a note from Nellos. I must see her again. I won't forget this, friend. All right.
When Anansi sees smooth moves like this, Anansi thinks a dancer. No? A high wall walker? If you aren't in the Thieves Guild, perhaps you should be.
Can I help you? I am Anansi. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What do you mean by smooth moves, Anansi? How can Anansi not see? Must she be blind? She sees you walk, and she sees what she sees. She likes what she sees. It is her profession to see such things as the flow of the body and the grace of the eye and admire. Okay. Your profession. What Khajiit can see what she wants and not take it? Could Anansi ask for a gift? Don't say no to Anansi. Must Anansi be the thief? Must she steal this thing? This Teldrin Varos fellow she wants? Or will he give himself as a gift? I can offer you no gift of my own self, but I can offer you the gift of friendship. Please forgive Anansi if she purrs like a kitten, but Anansi is so pleased. You will come visit Anansi often then, and tell her things, and ask her things too, for we are now friends, yes. Anansi, such secrets she knows. She almost bursts, like Anansi must tell her new friend. This Herodes upstairs, such a secret I know. Okay? Anansi is a thief. You do not mind. Why? Because Anansi loves secret things. She loves secrets, and when she finds them, she loves to have them. Like this strange Herodes upstairs. Herodes has a secret. Anansi can see, so Anansi follows Herodes. And this is how Anansi knows Herodes serves Mehrunes Dagon. This magic belt Herodes has, such a pretty belt, but strange writings and strange letters. Maybe evil, maybe danger. Well, thank you, Anansi. I appreciate that, and I will file that knowledge away. But for now, I gotta rent a room. Almost forgot to rent my bed.
Please, have a look around.
All right.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
No, we're good.
Yes, please. It is Anansi's new friend.
Yes.
Pleased to see you.
New around here, huh? I'm Ladia Flurgrius. If you're looking for someone in particular or some specific place, or are you looking for services? Well, you can tell me about all of them if you'd like. Someone in particular. Angoril of Vukal Guard is the boss of Fort Pelagian. Drelasa Ramathrin is the publican of the halfway house. Nobody important I can think of. And if you're looking for someone in jail, you need to look at the fort, of course. And specific places? Pelagian is a small place, just a halfway house, trade house, a couple of merchants, a few colonists, and Fort Pelagian. Most of us are outlanders, colonists from the Empire, adventurers looking for our fortunes. To the west of town, roads lead southwest to Sadanin, south to Ebonheart, southwest through the Ascadian Isles to Vivek, and north to Balmora. We have no travel services, but walking is good exercise. I agree. And services? Mabestian Inns to Breton, he's a trader, deals in a bit of everything. Uluranil is the High Elf, a fair armorer. Fort Pelagian has Imperial Legion services. Some folks offer training, but you have to know the right people. And who are the right people? If you don't know, I can't tell you. And they say the Thieves Guild has some people in Pelagian, but why would I know anything about that? Why indeed? Well, thanks, Ladia. Yeah, it's already 11, man. Yeah, we're gonna rest here. Wake up bright 7 a.m. in the morning. We're good. We're good.
I'm listening.
Thanks for all your advice, guys. I appreciate y'all.
All right, I'm listening.
We gotta get out of here, though. Goodness, man. Ah. Big gulp.
I must find that bandit. I believe he's in Pelagad. Perhaps he'll come back to find me, though.
I have a note for you. He gave you a letter to give to me? Wonderful. Thank you so. I knew that he cared. You know, you didn't have to do all this for me, and I really appreciate it. You're clearly a wonderful person. You should visit my friend Imusket Brox in Teleroon. She's a wonderful person, and I think the two of you would get along famously. Okay. Well, best of luck with your thief boyfriend. We're going to head out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be the four-way intersection. So let's take a look and double check our directions. All right, take the road to a ravine. Descends into Fort Mamea, a deep volcanic ravine. The road follows the ravine northeast for a short distance, then turns left and climbs out of the ravine to the northwest. North of the ravine, pass Fort Moonmoth on the right and come to an intersection with a signpost and head due west towards Balmora. 2 small bridges across the Odai River. On the west side of the river, go north, passing the Siltstrider port and entering the walls of Balmora. Mind the signposts and be careful. In bad weather or darkness, which we didn't travel in, it's easy to get lost and stray from the road. We only pet scripts. There's Moonmoss, so we'll head south from that. That should bring us to the first great city in this playthrough. The river port of Balmora.
Stay out of trouble, Outlander.
This warm blood wants something.
Welcome to Balmora, council seat of House Alalu. How can I serve you? I'm looking for the South Wall Corner Club. South Wall is a working-class corner club in Balmora, east of Odai River, on the south end of Labor Street, owned by Bacola Colosius. Yeah, that's the guy I'm looking for. Bacola Colosius is the owner and proprietor of South Wall, a working-class Balmora corner club, east of the Odai River. Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate you.
Move along, Outlander.
Speak freely, friend.
Hello, friend. I am Topius Esquidus. Welcome to Balmora. If you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it, or try anyway. And if it's just a little advice you'd like, that's fine too. Looking for Bacola in Caius. Bacola sees the owner. He must be around here somewhere. How about Caius? Interesting old fellow. Been in Balmora a long time, since before the district reorganization. Been in some trouble, but he apparently knows some people. Goes off for a while, then comes back. He's a veteran, I think, has friends over at Fort Moonmoth. Don't know where he gets his money, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't legal. Okay.
Good day to you, Outlander. Can I be of service to you?
Looking for Caius. That old sugar tooth? I'm not sure where he's living now, but ask Bacola Colosius, the owner. He'll know. You know anything about Caius? The old gray hair gobbles sugar like Scuttle. Chirinir is surprised he still walks, but it doesn't affect him. That is the mark of a long-time user.
What do you ask of me?
You're looking for Caius? I don't know what your business is with him, but be careful. Caius Cosades may appear to be a pathetic old man, but don't judge by appearances. Some people made that mistake a while ago, and now they're not with us anymore. Yikes. Now, here's Bacola.
Good day. I'm Bacola Closius, publican of the South Wall here in Balmora. We rent beds, and I have local drinks in the cellar if you have the thirst.
But looking for Caius? Old Caius rents a bed and basket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door, not the upper door to the terrace, and then right up the stairs. Then left at the top of the stairs and down the end of the street. Well, thanks, everybody.
I'm listening.
I appreciate you.
I'm just an old man with a skooma problem. What do you want?
What? Yes, I'm Caius Cosades. But what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Cosades? What are you talking about? First of all, you are Caius Cosades, a monk and an old man with a skooma problem. Well, let's go ahead and get this done. Let's report. So, you say your name is Teldrin Varos, and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it. Here you are. Yes, very interesting. So, it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the Blades, and that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders, Teldrin Varos? Sure. Good. Welcome to the service, Novice Teldrin Varos. You now belong to the Blades. We are the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces, and you can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, I can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. So we'll visit those as time goes on. We don't need to do that right away, though. Go ahead and tell me about them, though. These Blades agents offer training, not free, of course, but cheap for a fellow agent. Look for Rithleen, Tyre Malin, and Nine Toes here in Balmora. In Caldera, see Serene Leorian. In Alderun, see Gildan. Zorvar Horsemouth lives in a hut west of Alderun, and Alone the Scout can be found at a Reals trade house in Satanine. I also know of a few Blades trainers on the mainland if you ever find yourself there. Idru Valen lives in Firewatch. You can find Aquilinius in the Ebon Tower in Old Ebonheart, and Dower has a house in Balfoyen. There may be other agents working on the mainland, but these are all you need to know about right now. Okay. Well, let's hear about the orders. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new here. And you looking. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Imperial Guild like the Fighters or Mages Guilds, or enlist in the Imperial Legion yourself. Even the Census and Exus is hiring in this province, although that can be tricky work. Anyways, doesn't matter what you choose so long as you make it seem like your livelihood. Carry out some work for your guild of choice, maybe even multiple at once, and advance through their ranks a few times. Once you've gotten a proper cover identity, come back to me and we'll talk about your orders. One of my favorite things about Morrowind is that it sends you out to actually do something outside the main quest it's pushing you towards. Always awesome. That's why we love Daddy Caius. The Scuba Dad. Okay. We're going to try to get at least some boots. And we're going to at least try to upgrade our weaponry a little bit with this meager 200 gold. We always like to stop by Wayne's.
Welcome, adventurer.
Best
Looking
armor
for
in
an
this
equalizer?
town.
Something to give you an edge against a
We
superior
love
opponent?
Wayne. Let's see here. So a Nordic Claymore is 180. But that blows most of our budget, so we're not going to do that. Although that's a nice... That is a fantastic starting weapon. We're looking for a silver mace or higher. And he does not have it. We've got to get a better mace.
All right, I'm listening.
Yeah, I thought I saw an armorer sign coming up the street here. Razor Hole.
Move along.
On your way.
Greetings, citizen. I'm Thorek. Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Halalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you? What do you have as far as maces going? He has nothing, but he's got a steel mace, that's an improvement right there. So we're gonna trade that. Or no, we're gonna trade that for your silver mace. Or steel mace, sorry. So that's 43 right there. Will you do 40? Yes. Okay. So we've upgraded to steel weapons, which is good. We're going to see what we can do about that Claymore. I want at least a steel Claymore, but if we could splurge and get the Nordic, that would be incredible. But let's see what the price difference
All
is.
right, I'm listening.
What's your story?
He doesn't even have a steel clay. He's just got the Nordic. So that's 179 is what he wants for that. And I've got 202 gold. Buddy, if you'll come down to 170, even 160 would be awesome. Nope. Will you come down to 170 for me? Nope. Nope. Okay, that's as good as it gets. So we're down to 25, already down to 25 gold. But now, we've got a defensive game and an offensive game now. Which is awesome. Okay. And then if we want to go more defensive, we got this. But, yep, okay. All right. So next up, before we can do anything, we got to get a job. And our early job is going to be
Where's
fighters.
the money in that?
And ultimately, guys, we're going to be heading to this island right here, which is the island of Gorn. And I'm hoping to do that today and joining House Endorial. But we got to get there, and we got to get there with decent equipment first. So.
Speak up, Scuttlebutt. You want to join the Fighters Guild? I'm the steward here in Balmora.
Yep, let's do that. You look like you can take care of yourself. Before I sign you up, you might want to look at the Fighters Guild charter. Are you ready to sign up now? Let's take a look. Your duties are to your lords and brethren, and always proceed with honor and valor. Keep a keen and watchful mind, and never succumb to the craven tricks of the weak. As a member, you are permitted to use items in our equipment chest. It is traitorous to fight or thieve from other members of your guild. If you break the rules, you must speak with at least a warder of the guild to redeem your standing. Can you uphold these simple ideals? You betcha. You're now Teldrin Varos, the associate in the Fighters Guild. Work hard, follow orders, and you'll do just fine. Seek me out if you feel you're ready for advancement. Okay. So the rules are, yeah, it just repeats the rules. So we got that ingrained. And so, yeah, let's tell me about the equipment chest. You'll find basic supplies, arrows, bolts, healing potions. If you need more healing than that, head to the temple. We're able to resupply the chest once in a while, but don't count on it. Alright, well, what's our orders? I have a very simple contract to end an infestation of cave rats. You might be able to handle it. I think we're good on that. Let's do it. Go to Dryrain Thelis' house. It's here in Balmora along the river to the east side. Ask her where the rats are coming from. Kill the rats and get your payment from Dryrain. Report back to me once you've taken care of this. It's here in Balmora along the river on the east side. Okay. Yeah, if we can't handle that, then we can't handle shit.
When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poison blade. Try my inexpensive Iron Spider dagger, or an Imperial Netch blade for even more bite.
Nah, we're good. We're good. I will take some stuff out of that chest, though. Let's do 2 armorer's hammers. And 2 of the cheap restore health. And 1 restore fatigue. We're heading back across the river, it looks like. Oh, I forgot. Let's not keep our weapon drawn like a psycho. People start to get nervous when you do that. Alright, right across the river. Yep, here we are.
Are you the one they sent to take care of the cave rats?
I am. These rats are such a nuisance. I'm worried they'll eat all of my pillows. You like pillows, don't you, Teldrin? Anyway, they've got one trapped in my bedroom here, and the other 2 are in my storage area upstairs. Rats, that is, not pillows. Here's the key for that door. There are at least 3 of these beasts. I hope they haven't gotten into my good pillows. We're going to take care of it, ma'am. Okay.
I was worried they'd eat all of my pillows. You like pillows, don't you?
They're okay. Fuckers? Sorry for the brightness, folks. We got to heal what the rats did to us.
I've got a few minutes if you need some.
Go to Dryrain Thelis' house.
Oh,
it's here in
shit.
Balmora, along the river on the east side.
Yeah, damn it, I forgot to talk to Dryrain.
I'm listening.
Forgot to get the payment, man. Rookie mistake.
Wealth beyond measure.
I shouldn't be making mistakes like that this far into my Morrowind career. Ah. She's like, where's the money?
I was worried they'd eat all of my pillows. You like pillows,
don't you?
I'll take your word that the cave rats are dead. Here, take these 100 septims. It's what I agreed to pay the Fighters Guild. Yozu, hi everybody. What's up, Engrave? What's going on, man? We're starting Poison Song early, buddy. It's functionally done. They're literally doing testing claims now for the most part. Hell yeah, we're going to be a paladin, a seneschal. But we're in that early, everybody's seen this a million times, getting started phase right now. I'm making steak quesadillas. Oh,
Have
God,
you taken care of that cave rat problem yet? Surely even you can handle that.
I did. So you killed the rats, Teldrin-Varos. Not bad for you. You ready for more orders? And now I'm an apprentice, baby. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that 125 gold and we're going to buy a real fucking shield.
May I help you?
Off to work. We'll be sure to watch later tonight. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have a good day at work. Hope they don't work you too hard. I got a fridge being delivered here in about an hour, anywhere from 2 to 6. I'll have a refrigerator delivery. My fridge went out. One of my fridges went out on us. It was crazy bad.
What is this about?
I love the visual mod you're using. The NPC dialogue frame was awesome too. Yeah, Engraved. So I'm on OpenMW now. I finally made the jump to Open Morrowind. And there's some really cool stuff. And one of the things you can do is you can do like the cell shader, right? Very good stuff. And then, yeah, they're finally not like static as you talk to them, which is awesome. All right, I would like to have that bone mold shield, buddy. Just a regular one. And yeah, it's going to be expensive. I know it. So we haven't earned our shield yet. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. This next job will do it, but it's 8 p.m. We're about done for the day. As far as the day 2 in Morrowind. So I think we need to head back to Caius. He said we had a free bed there. That'll help with expenses. I think we need to take a rest and wake up bright and early in the morning for whatever Edith is going to put us up to next. She also mentioned there is a guild over in Caldera, so actually, maybe we take a walk over to Caldera and we start their quests. And Caldera is just to the north. No, we'll stick with Edith for now. But
are you here to discuss your orders? Or is there something else?
I'm just here to rest, buddy. Said I could use your bed. I'm taking you up on that. All right. We'll start day 3 early. While I'm here, though, Caius, you mentioned there were some trainers. I'd like to start meeting some of these folks, so start me off with the ones here in town. So who's the first one? Rithleen. Where Rithleen lives 2 houses west. Tyre Malin lives 2 houses south, downstairs from Rithleen. You said Nine Toes lives here?
But one remains. Hokey superstition.
Let's see. Go right down the steps and turn left, head south, looking for the door on your left. Okay. So maybe they can help with. Oh, wrong house. Sorry, buddy. My apologies.
May each day greet you warmly, friend.
Rithleen is my name, warrior is my trade. I'd be happy to share a little advice or Morrowind lore with a fellow blade, or maybe you'd like to catch up on the latest rumors. I'll take some latest rumors. I'm just a courier, delivery girl. Follow orders and get paid. I don't know nothing, and I'm perfectly happy that way. But you said you're a trainer too, right? Yes, we aren't trying to make a profit off our fellow blades. And as you rise in rank, your discount increases. Still, we have to live, and training isn't cheap. Well, basic skill training, if you don't know very much, that can be pretty cheap. But advanced skill training, for example, in your major specialties, that can get expensive. Here, I don't use this cuirass and helm anymore. Maybe you can get a few drakes for it and put them to use in your personal training fund. That helps more than you know. That is awesome. And she's going to be our early longblade trainer to get that longblade to 40, which is where you really want to see it. Like, minimum, you want to see it at 40, right? Oh, almost forgot.
Outlander.
Tire mailing. And your name is? Hello, I'm Jerlas Arathi. Welcome to Balmora. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer it. Or try anyway, and if it's just a little advice you'd like, that's fine too. Take a little advice. I've never seen a successful adventurer who didn't carry a couple of Omsivi intervention scrolls with him on a long expeditions. 2 reasons: emergency exit, and it lets you move a lot more loot than you can carry on foot, and faster goes without saying. Alright, that's cool.
You've piqued my interest. Please.
Evermon is my name, healer is my trade. Yeah, I'll take some latest rumors and some little advice. I'm just support here. I don't pay much attention to what's going on. If you want to make your mark as a mage, you haven't got much choice. It's the Mage's Guild or nothing. Oh, you can pick up experience and education from the Temple or the Imperial Cult, but here in the settled West, the Mage's Guild has all the best people, best libraries and facilities, best work opportunities. Of course, all the real wizards are Telvanni Dunmer out on the East Coast, but they're all either cranky or crazy or just plain mean. You've got to be tough just to talk with those wizard lords. And you're a trainer, you said. Basic skill training is cheap. We give you discounts for higher rank in the blades, and we keep our prices low. But advanced training is never cheap, even from us. Look, to get you started, here's my old Alembic. Maybe you can get a few gold for it, or use it yourself. I appreciate that, man. I think with all that, we're going to be able to scrounge enough for our bone mold shield, which is great.
What is this about?
And maybe even a pair of boots. If we want to dream big. Yep, so Nine Toes house.
Greetings, Mutsera.
Nine Toes is my name. Hunter is my trade. I'd be happy to share a little advice or Morrowind lore with a fellow blade, or perhaps you'd like to catch up on the latest rumors. Take some Morrowind lore. In case you didn't know, weapons and armor are less effective when they get worn out. Repair them yourself if you have the skill, or take them to a smith for repair. Let's do blades trainers. The basics we can teach you won't cost much. Advanced training, though, that's expensive. If you're already skilled, you're much harder to teach. Maybe I can help you out. Here's a little moon sugar on the house. You know that trade in moon sugar and skooma is against the law, and most alchemists and apothecaries won't buy it. But Khajiit generally will. Try a Jira at the Balmora Mages Guild or a Veer, the trader in Balmora. Sell the sugar and start saving for training. You said you had some advice for me? Have you met Golding the Rascal in your travels? Lately, he's taking up residence at St. Velas Hostel in Molag Mar. If you're interested in the hunter's craft, he's worth talking to. Alright, that's cool. And rumors? I'm trying to update our maps of the Bitter Coast. There's no good maps of this area, period. Islands, mountains, swamps, lakes, rivers. It's impossible. I'm getting to know the swamps and waterways here, maybe as well as the natives. But I can't blend with the natives, and I'm useless in the West Gash or the Ashlands. And I don't see why the maps are so important. Smuggling maybe, but I'm wondering if they're thinking about landing and moving legions through here in case of trouble. Hold on, getting a text. Might be my fridge. take a look, see where we're at here. The fridge update. It is out for delivery. I'm stop number 12 today. Oh, wow. They're 2 stops away. Yeah, this is... I might have to go in a little bit. They're getting close, man. I'm next stop. Who's the driver? Does it say? Is it the same guy that I had? They tried to deliver it a couple days ago, but I had to get a water line unhooked. They wouldn't do it, so I had to get a plumber out here first. Yeah, it doesn't say this time. What kind of fridge you getting? Just replacing the, it's a Whirlpool French door fridge that went down. Just basically replacing that. It's the same fridge. That way we can just get it in the same place. Yeah, it's nice. Got a freezer on the bottom, and then it's got 2 French doors up top. It sucked when it went down. It went down while I was out of town. And so I had a nasty, stinky mess when I got back. Talking about damn near. Yeah, freezer on the bottom is absolutely, yes, 100%, man. But the problem is it was all thawed, and it was trapped in that hot fridge with no compressing. And it was a stinky, nasty mess when I got back. It's one of the worst things as an adult I've ever done. Dude, it's one of the worst things I've ever had to do. That was so gross. Getting all that food out. That was some of the nastiest stuff I've ever dealt with. Yeah, it was bad. I can't wait to get it out of my house. I'll never get the smell out of the fridge. But we got it emptied, got it cleaned out. Ugh. Got it wiped down. Like we're good. We just gotta get it the hell out of here. Alrighty, so he gave us some moon sugar. And I'll be right back. Since they're so close, I'm just going to check out, just make sure final preparations for him to get it the hell out of my house are done. Then I'll be right back. Be right back, guys.
What is it, Sarah?
Alrighty. Alright, we're all set. Final preparations are ready. Very excited to get that the hell out. It is 10 a.m. Morrowind time. Day 3. Alright, so our next goal is to get enough money, enough sweet moolah. That way we can, I want to at least get a bone mold boots and bone mold shield. And if we're splurging, I want to get some magic spells.
Welcome to Valmora. We're a house loving town and loyal citizens of the Empire. Stay on work on old power.
Man, everybody, I'm a popular guy here in town now. Everybody coming up to me to say hi.
I'm Ronis Athos, head of the Mages Guild here in Baltimore. Were you looking to join the Mages Guild?
I will not be joining in your foul deeds, mage. This is a den of scum and villainy.
Anytime now. Teleportation is the only civilized way.
Let's see here. We're going to sell you rat meat, moon sugar, Olympic. I want 175 gold. I want 171 gold. Oh my God, you drive a hard bargain. Ajira, don't be a dick. Okay.
Well, Outlander, I'm Ronis Athos.
We're not joining your filthy coven of mages. Out of the question.
Go ahead.
Fuck. Man, nobody... They're brutal when it comes to bartering in this, man. Fucking brutal. Here. Have a chitin shield, too. Take it. Little asshole. Alright, 66 gold. Not going to even be able to buy a decent spell with that. So, but we are improving. We are moving up in the world. Our feet won't be sore at the end of the day, and we got a decent medium armor shield now. Your video went down. I can still hear audio, but... Oh, shit, that's my fault. Oh, my God. Silly, silly me. There we go. Okay. You'd almost think I had never done this streaming thing before, huh?
When you need to do a lot of
Aren't you a saint? What can I do for you?
We need more work. We need some spells. A local egg mine has problems with egg poachers, and you're going to solve those problems. Alright? Yes, egg poachers may sound silly, but those Kwama eggs are among the few things worth exporting from this nasty little province. Drambiro, the owner of the Shulk egg mine, wants to make an example of these thieves to keep other miners from getting funny ideas. The egg poachers Civillo Othran and Danila Vallis are former egg miners and longtime local troublemakers. You can handle that, can't you? Report back when the poachers are dead. Okay. Shulk Egg Mine is follow the path southwest out of Balmora through the hills and then follow the river south of Balmora until you see the mining camp overhead. Alright. Done. Look how badass I look. Now, if that's not good enough, we got this.
Those eggs sure are heavier than they look.
He's just practicing his levitation magic there. I'm a miner in the Shulk Egg Mine, but I'm getting some fresh air. Egg poachers. We haven't seen Civillo Othran or Danila Vallis, but eggs keep disappearing and they know the place. Easy for them to get in and out, stay out of sight. Actually, the Fighters Guild is the last one I expected to do this job. Yes, the poachers are clearly not good people, but killing them definitely goes beyond the law. And as long as I remember, the Fighters Guild was a law-abiding organization. At least back when Perseus Mercius was in charge. The old man was a guild master. After his retirement, he rules the Aldrune Guild Hall. Okay. We might talk to him.
I'm just so hungry after a shift. I tell you, I could eat the balls off a low-flying cliff racer.
What?
Even by your low standards, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Low in stature, low in morals. That's me.
Look, if you're so hungry, just shove a scripture and crush the flesh of the table. It's not like we're short of it.
Now, you know I could never get used to it. I know these Dunmer love it, but it's not for me.
Let me guess, too sour for you.
The texture, it's so gloopy, like swallowing cold snot. Oof, makes me shiver just thinking about it.
Gods, you're putting me off it now. Look, okay, if you don't eat it, you might as well sell it. Make a little gold for yourself on the side.
Who wants to buy jelly? Is this another one of your dirty jokes?
Findalon, get your mind out of the sewer. You sell it to an alchemist like Nalcaria in town, and they mix it with dried root brush to brew potions that cure poison.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't mind a little extra coin, I guess. It's not like we earn as much as the glass or ebony miners.
Yeah, but most of those mines are closer to Red Mountain. You'll throw your back out digging ebony with a pick, or ruin your lungs breathing in ash and blight storms. They don't call it hazard pay for nothing.
Okay, well, what about the Caldera mines, close to a good town far from the blight? And you get paid those sweet ebony wages.
Caldera? Forget about it. The guys running that operation, they're more crooked than a barrel of fish hooks. They just got slaves and convicts working there. So they pay nothing in wages and skim even more off the top. They're not looking for honest, hard-working guys like us.
All right, calm down. It was just a suggestion. Guess I'll just be an egg miner till I'm gray and bald.
Ah, come on, my friend. We're the guys who feed this entire empire. One egg at a time. You know what my father used to say? No society is more than 3 meals away from revolution. Without us, the whole thing collapses.
Huh. When you put it like that, you could say we're the two most important guys in all of Morrowind.
That's the spirit. So, where are you from?
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt that. That was pretty fucking in-depth conversation you guys were having. Egg poachers. Looks like Drambiro has finally decided to teach Civillo Othan and Danila Valis a lesson. Can't support his methods, though. They don't deserve to die just for poaching eggs. And what does the Fighters Guild do? They agree to do his will, despite that the Imperial law says. Perseus Mercius wouldn't let this happen when he was the guildmaster. Ask him about that when you get the chance. I will do that. Perseus sounds cool. He's the former master of the Fighters Guild. You can find him in the Old Rune Guild Hall now. Okay. Now, we're going to head in. I don't want to hurt the scrib. There we go. Okay. I'm not here for trouble. I'm looking for poachers, man. While you're in our egg mine, please don't harm the workers. They won't bother you, but Quama foragers and warriors will attack you since they don't recognize your smell. Avoid them or go ahead and kill them if you have to. Don't worry. The hive can replace them fast enough. Yeah, the Quama forager scouts the surface of the land and natural underground passages, searching for suitable locations for new colonies and hunting for prey. Foragers are aggressive, but not very dangerous. And the egg poachers? We don't know anything about that. We're just doing our jobs. All right, well, that's fine.
May the wind be on your back.
Where they at, man?
Surrender your life to me and I will end your pain.
Oh, shit.
Now you die!
Okay. The scumbags are dead. I'm Chevaram. I don't care about Imperial law.
Speak up.
What we care about is that the scumbags are dead. That's the important part.
Move along out there. Wealth beyond measure.
All right, all right. Scrib, get out of the way. Don't want to hurt you. All right. We shall go ahead and head back. And we should be able to add either some greaves or some gloves to our outfit next. That's the hope, anyway. Getting a little choppy. Not sure what's going on, man. Check on the fridge. All right. Up we go.
What's the status on those egg poachers? Don't make me assign this to someone else.
Nope, I got them. You got both of them? Good. Here's your payment, 100 septims, and we got some extra potions from a recent raid. Take these, they'll come in handy. Just tell me when you're ready for more orders. See, we're at 166. Plus, we got some shit to sell.
When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poison blade. Try my inexpensive Iron Spider dagger, or an Imperial Netch blade that will be more vital.
Okay.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
What is this about, Dunmer?
Ooh. Reeves are expensive.
What brings you here, Dunmer?
Yes, Dunmer?
Practicing your levitation, huh? Wow, not even 1 gold, dude? Really? Not even 1? Okay. What time we got? 8 p.m. All right, let's head to bed. Tomorrow's a new day. Shit.
Are you here to discuss your orders? Or is there something else you want?
Well, we're just here to rest, man. Start off the day bright and early. So with 200 gold, we can't afford
What is it, Sarah?
Greaves yet, but we can afford some spells. Preferably some kind of a drain spell. Like a drain health would be amazing. Or not drain health, sorry, absorb health is what we want. But it's kind of a hard spell to find. So we'll head to our local temple. And I suppose that's as good a place to start as any, eh?
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Perhaps you may. Restore fatigue for 20 seconds. That's useful. So we'll probably get that. That's a useless spell. You can't even cast that if you're paralyzed. Yeah, Cure Paralyzation, that is a useless spell. That's really funny. Cure Common Disease on self is good. Velos Grace is really good for a cheap heal. We're going to get that. Velos Grace and Rest of St. Maris, we're going to take those. Those are too good to pass up. We also got some Vex Mercy, Cure Blight Disease. Yeah, almost 1,000 gold. Yeah, Realms Cure. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Let's see what our odds are. 60. So we're going to have to up. Definitely going to want to get some training in Restoration eventually. But yeah, that is a 20 heal. Boom. For only 5 cost. So that's 5 for 20. And that is long-term Restore Fatigue. That's good stuff. That's good stuff for when we get our training up a little bit more.
All right, I'm listening.
And let's just see what the Mages Guild has. Just for shits and giggles.
Well, Outlander, I promise
Oh, hold on. Just got an update on the fridge, guys. Driver picked up order and is on the way to you. Okay, yeah, so we're next up, so. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're going to have to end this one here. But I will be back as soon as we get the fridge hooked up, guys. We'll call this file Seneschal. There we go. All right, I will see everybody here later. Take care.